Have you ever walked into your backyard on a warm evening and suddenly found yourself surrounded by mosquitoes? You swat one away, then another, then 5 more appear out of nowhere, and you wonder, where are they all coming from? What if I told you that the biggest mosquito breeding ground on your property might be something you walk past every single day without noticing? In fact, right now, there could be a hidden mosquito factory operating in your yard, producing hundreds of new mosquitoes every week. And the worst part? Most homeowners never find it. Today, we're going to uncover the secret places where mosquitoes breed, why they keep coming back no matter how many sprays you use, and the simple steps that can stop them before they ever take flight. Let's start with a surprising fact. Most people think mosquitoes need ponds, swamps, or large bodies of water to reproduce. They don't. Some species can lay eggs in as little water as you could fit inside a bottle cap. That's right. A tiny amount of standing water can become a nursery for dozens of mosquitoes. And once you understand that, you begin to see your yard differently. Suddenly, every forgotten container, every clogged gutter, and every hidden puddle becomes a potential mosquito factory. Mosquitoes follow a simple life cycle. A female mosquito lays her eggs in or near water. Those eggs hatch into larvae, often called wigglers, because of the way they move. The larvae live underwater, feeding on tiny organic particles. After several days, they transform into pupae. Then, almost like a scene from a science fiction movie, an adult mosquito emerges from the water and flies away. In warm weather, this entire process can take less than 2 weeks. That means a small puddle you ignored after a rainstorm can produce a new generation of mosquitoes before you even notice it's there. Now let's look at the biggest mosquito factories hiding in plain sight. The first and most common culprit is the humble bucket. Many people leave buckets outside for gardening, cleaning, or collecting rainwater. After a storm, these containers often fill with water and remain untouched for days. To a mosquito, that's prime real estate. The same is true for watering cans, wheelbarrows, plastic bins, and even children's toys. Anything capable of holding water can become a breeding site. Next, look up. One of the most overlooked mosquito factories is hanging right above your head: your gutters. When leaves, twigs, and debris clog gutters, water can no longer flow properly. Instead, it pools in small sections and sits there. Because most people rarely inspect their gutters, these hidden pools can produce mosquitoes for weeks without anyone noticing. Cleaning gutters regularly may not sound exciting, but it can dramatically reduce mosquito populations around your home. Now let's move to the garden. Many decorative plants naturally collect water. Bromeliads are a perfect example. Their leaves form cup-like structures that trap rainwater. While beautiful, they can become mosquito breeding sites if not maintained properly. Large-leafed plants can create similar pockets of standing water after heavy rain. Even tree holes can collect enough moisture to support mosquito larvae. Another surprising hotspot is the saucer underneath flower pots. People water their plants, excess water drains into the tray, and then it sits there for days. Mosquitoes love these shallow pools. If you use pot saucers, empty them frequently, or fill them with sand so water cannot accumulate. But perhaps the most dangerous breeding sites are the tiny ones. The places nobody thinks to check: a discarded soda can, a plastic bottle cap, a folded tarp, a forgotten toy hidden in the grass, a damaged bird bath, an old tire leaning against a fence. Each of these can hold enough water to support mosquito larvae. Individually, they seem insignificant. Together, they create a network of breeding sites across your property. And that's why many people fail when trying to control mosquitoes. They focus on killing adult mosquitoes, but they ignore the source. Imagine trying to stop a flood while leaving the faucet running. That's essentially what happens when you spray mosquitoes without eliminating breeding areas. The real solution is prevention. Fortunately, prevention is often simple. The first habit to develop is a weekly yard inspection. Once a week, walk around your property and actively search for standing water. Turn over containers, empty buckets, Store equipment upside down, check behind sheds, look under decks, inspect areas you normally ignore. This single habit can dramatically reduce mosquito populations. Now let's talk about a natural mosquito control strategy that many gardeners use. Moving water. Mosquitoes prefer still water because their eggs and larvae develop more easily there. Water features with fountains, waterfalls, or pumps create movement that makes reproduction much more difficult. If you have a pond, adding circulation can make a major difference. Some homeowners also introduce mosquito-eating fish into ornamental ponds. Species such as guppies and mosquito fish feed on larvae and can help reduce mosquito numbers naturally. Now let's discuss a few homemade remedies. While no homemade solution is perfect, some can help make your yard less attractive to mosquitoes. One popular option involves planting mosquito-repelling herbs around outdoor seating areas. Citronella, basil, lavender, rosemary, mint, and lemon balm are commonly used. Do they completely eliminate mosquitoes? No, but many people find they help reduce mosquito activity while adding beauty and fragrance to the garden. Another simple homemade spray combines water with a few drops of essential oils, such as lemon eucalyptus or peppermint. This can be lightly applied around outdoor gathering areas. Always test carefully and follow safety recommendations when using essential oils around children or pets. You can also create a simple mosquito trap using a mixture of warm water, brown sugar, and yeast. The yeast produces carbon dioxide, which attracts mosquitoes. Some homeowners use these traps to monitor mosquito activity around their property. Again, traps alone won't solve a mosquito problem, but they can be one useful tool alongside proper yard maintenance. Now here's something many people don't realize. Mosquitoes don't travel very far from where they're born. While some species can travel longer distances, many remain surprisingly close to their breeding sites. That means if mosquitoes are constantly bothering you in your backyard, there's a good chance they're breeding nearby, maybe very nearby, possibly on your own property, or perhaps in a neighbor's neglected yard. This is why community awareness matters. Sometimes the hidden mosquito factory isn't yours. It's next door. If you notice severe mosquito problems despite maintaining your property, it may be worth talking with neighbors about standing water sources in the area. The most successful mosquito control efforts happen when entire neighborhoods participate. Now imagine your yard from a mosquito's perspective. You're not looking for flowers. You're not looking for shade. You're searching for water. Tiny, hidden water. Forgotten water. That's all a mosquito needs to start the next generation. Once you understand this, mosquito control becomes much easier. You stop fighting individual mosquitoes and start eliminating their nurseries. And that's where the real victory happens. Because every breeding site you remove today prevents dozens, sometimes hundreds, of mosquitoes from appearing tomorrow. So here's your challenge. After watching this video, spend just 10 minutes inspecting your yard. Look for anything that can hold water, even something as small as a bottle cap. You may be surprised by what you find, and you might discover that the hidden mosquito factory responsible for those annoying bites has been sitting right in front of you all along. The good news? Once you find it, you can shut it down. And that's far more effective than chasing mosquitoes one by one, because the best mosquito is the one that never gets the chance to hatch. Now, I'm curious. What's the biggest mosquito problem in your yard? Is it standing water, clogged gutters, birdbaths, ponds, or something else? Leave a comment below because your experience might help another homeowner. And if you enjoy learning hidden backyard secrets like this, hit subscribe. New videos are coming every week, packed with practical tips to help you outsmart pests, protect your garden, and enjoy your backyard again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.